Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. And yes, WWE had another pay-per-view premium live event. It's Crown Jewel from Saudi Arabia once again. So here we are. An event that I had very little hype for. Because I knew that the main event, LA Knight versus Roman Reigns, why would they even do this? You know, people really wanted LA Knight to win. You knew he wasn't, because there's no way they're going to have him drop the title. And if he did win, those who think Cody should finish the story, like myself, would be up in arms as to why they, you know what I mean? Why they even did that. So, yeah. But we actually had a match on the pre-show. This is unprecedented. It's first time in a while. We had Sami Zayn versus J.D. McDonough. Would you believe it? Sami Zayn won with a blue thunder bomb. Well, he hit the haluva kick, then he hit the blue thunder bomb and won. This match was alright. It's a pre-show match. Nothing really to write home about. Like I said, I don't go through matches, but, you know, talk about stuff. And then we had the first match tonight, which was for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And you know what? Even though I picked Seth Rollins to win, there was a small window of doubt that perhaps they were going to have Drew McIntyre win. Or something else was going to happen. Who knew? But I think this is a stepping stone to his heel turn, because after the match he was really mad. So, yeah, this was good. They played on Rollins' back, as usual, but he was able to get the win with a pedigree and a stomp. 1, 2, 3. But Rollins was hurt after the match, so here comes Damian Priest. And as he's about to cash in, for some reason, here comes Sami Zayn, steals the briefcase and runs off. The girlie was confounded by this. Why would you do that? It's not his briefcase, you know. By the way, he loves mommy, so he's like a Judgment Day supporter, so. But yeah, I don't know, it was confusing. But they clearly doing something with Sami Zayn. I don't know. My thought was they could have done something interesting here. He cashes in and wins the world title, and then is told by Adam Pearce, hey, your match with Cody is for the World Heavyweight Championship now. And then, you know, you could have Cody win that, or you can, you know, or you can tell the story. Hey, Cody's like, hey, this isn't the story I was going to, but I'm going to win a world title. And he loses, and so his story still goes on. I don't know, but they didn't do that. They had Sammy take it. Fine. Next was the Fatal 5-Way for the Women's World Title. And this was a big schmaz with four very talented women and Nia Jax. And it kind of went really fast and loose, and so I don't really remember much. I just know that for some reason Shayna Baszler is the one that took the pin when it should have been Nia Jax, or even I would even have accepted Zoe Stark. But Shayna? Come on. I consider, out of all the women that are in this match, Shayna is the one person that I could say, hey, she has, you know, the pedigree to take the title off Rhea. But this had nothing to do with anything. It was just to show Rhea beating these 5 women. So that's what it is. But it's fine. They had a little thing where, what was it? Raquel Rodriguez went to get the pin, and Rhea did a move, someone off the top rope onto them, and then pinned Shayna. Sorry. I don't know. Next, though, we had Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. This was, I think, the best match of the night. I think this would be match of the night. There was a lot of good things in this match, a lot of back and forth. Logan Paul can do stuff. and he was doing high flying stuff. You know, for some reason they did a freaking weigh-in. I don't know. They're not in the same weight class, with Ray being a cruiserweight and Logan Paul being a light heavyweight. I mean, well, according to the WWE games, he's a cruiserweight, but no, they're not in the same weight class. You do that to show the weight classes of your competitors, right? You know what weigh-ins are for actual combat sports? They're to make sure that they're in that weight class. But when you do it, and you know they're going to be in two separate weight classes, it's kind of stupid. This match was decent. And you know what? I picked Logan Paul. By the way, I had a clean sweep. Because I won every single prediction tonight. Every goddamn prediction, I was right. I knew. I just knew. I was right. Didn't know how. But, you know, Logan Paul was probably the one I was the most unsure of. Because I wasn't exactly sure, but I put all my cards on that. And he won because he had interference with one of his goons. Right? But Santos Escobar tried to get involved. Right? And so, that, you know, because one of Logan Paul's goons gave him the brass nuts like he did to Ricochet. And then, Santos came in and stopped him from giving it back to him. And when he's going to chase him, he puts it on the ring apron for some reason instead of taking it with him. And when Ray goes to hit the 619, he hits it, goes to do the West Coast Pop or whatever, gets hit, 1, 2, 3. Logan Paul's the United States champion. And I know why they did this. And so he can put it on his podcast. He can bring it around with him. He can show it off. That sort of thing. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is just another part-timer as champion. Why do we need that? We already have Roman Reigns, who's now not going to show up after this now. For, I think I said the rest of 2023 is not scheduled. It's not Survivor Series. I don't think there was one in December, but I'm just saying. Why this wasn't in December instead of, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, it was the best match of the night. Even with that finish, I think it was, you know, I don't think he needed to cheat, but, you know, I've said this before, I'm kind of sick of screwy finishes. This was the one that was only truly screwy, except for the main event, but you knew that was coming. You know, this was the really screwy one. And after this, for some reason, the show stopped dead in its tracks for a Miz TV segment where The Miz brought out some Saudi Arabian actor that I, don't know and don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry. It's hard for me to pronounce foreign names. I'm sorry. No disrespect. But he's in some movie that I forgot the name of. And to show you that The Miz is now babyface, Grayson Waller interrupts. And I was happier for this because, you know, I like Grayson Waller better than The Miz. Sorry, I can't stand The Miz. Babyface or not. I just don't like him. I don't at all. But, yeah, so Grayson Waller comes out. The actor guy hits him with some moves. And then there's like he hits a people's elbow for some reason. The Saudi elbow. I don't know. And then The Miz hits him with the finale, and that's it. This was pointless, other than to, you know, to pander to the Saudi Arabian crowd. That's it. Next, we have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair in a match that, look, Bianca Belair needs to go away. She was gone. And everything was good, and she came back, and it just sucked. Bianca just needs to stop going after titles. She's done. She lost. Go away. Put her in a tag team division with someone. You want your tag team division to be legitimized. Put Bianca in there with someone. You know? Do it. But, no. And to be honest, this match was kind of lackluster. Especially after the last match, people were kind of, you know. Maybe the Miz thing was after this. I don't know. We're kind of exhausted from it. You know. and this just didn't pop like they wanted it to until the finish. So, despite the fact that Io came out by herself, Bayley tried to interfere, which Io did not care for. But Bayley tried to interfere, and then Bayley gets knocked down onto the announce table. And just when you think Bianca's about to get on top again, someone shows up. They got white and pink hair. Is it Dakota Kai? No, it's Kairi freaking Sane, who helps Io Sky win. And then they did like a post-match attack. And Bayley is very confused at this. Because apparently she's not involved with this. I think they should kick Bayley out of Damage Control. And then the three being Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai should be Damage Control. And yeah. I don't know. It's weird though, because I thought they were hinting towards a face turn for Io Sky, but this, I don't know. Also, was she supposed to be dressed like the Harley Quinn? I don't know. We next had John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. Solo wins. Let's move on. No. Anyway, this is the result that I expected. Because the way that they did this after he lost, it makes you feel like this was his retirement match. They didn't announce it as a retirement match, but they did say, can Solo be the one to say that he retired John Cena? Honestly, I hope this isn't his last match, because to be honest, you should retire at WrestleMania, not some Saudi pay-per-view. You know? That used to be glorified house shows, but they've kind of picked them up since Triple H took over. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. This was good. It had this, it was kind of annoying actually, because Solo kept going for the spike, but every time he'd grab him and go like this, every single time almost, until towards the end of the match when he realized, duh, don't do that. But he'd grab him and go like this, and Cena would have time to react and get out of it. And I'm just like, stop doing that. Just hit him with it. Why do you have to do this? Why? He's going to reverse because you're taking your sweet ass time. Just hit him with it. And towards the end of the match, you just started hitting him with it. Almost too much, and I felt like maybe this should have been a disqualification finish. But because normally when someone just keeps on hitting them with something, they call it up. No, they kept it going. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then we had Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Cody Rhodes won. Moving on. No, seriously though. This was the match I cared about the least, because to be honest, I don't understand why they're wasting Cody Rhodes' time with someone like Damian Priest. I know they see him as the next big star, a future world champion, but to me, he is mid-Carter at best. He hasn't shown to me that he has that championship pedigree, like Finn Balor, like others, like Cody. Even Jey Uso has more championship pedigree, main event status, than friggin' Damian Priest. But this is the match. This is the one match that not only the Judgment Day decides to get involved with, but Dominic Mysterio. He didn't get involved in Mommy's match. He didn't interfere in his father's match, despite the fact that he and Logan Paul had some kind of a alliance. There was nothing. I don't know. They decided everyone's got to get involved here. But Jey Uso also got involved. So, Cody hits 3 crossroads, which to me is too much. To be honest. Because, in my opinion, like, they're doing that to show you, oh, it took 3 to get him. But to me, it's like, oh, you're doing it 3 times? Why? To hurt the guy's neck? I don't know. Yeah. And then the main event of the evening for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. No. If you went into this match honestly believing that L.A. Knight was walking out as champion, you were fooling yourself. You were fooling yourself. No. You were lying to yourself, man. Because there was no way. There's no way LA Knight was going to win this. And I think that they were fucking stupid for even having this match. I didn't say you need Roman on the show. So put Cena against him. And make it a legitimate retirement match. Say, hey, if I can't win that championship, then I don't want to wrestle anymore. I don't want to compete anymore. If I lose, I'm done. That could have been a better story than this. But they wanted all eyes on this spectacle that is Crown Jewel, so they did this. Now, I do think that LA Knight has a championship pedigree, but he's not ready for that yet. Yes, he proved that he could hang with the big dog, but again, every single Roman Reigns match has to have every interference on the book. Solo tried to come out, but the security stopped him, so Jimmy Uso somehow got out there and interfered. And cost them the match. That's what happened. There's even a point where they do the thing where it's either he gets hit with the finishing move by the ropes and he puts his leg on the rope, or someone puts his leg on the rope, and this time it was Jimmy who put his leg on the rope. I was like, we didn't need to do that. We didn't need to do that. It's absolutely stupid. But, as expected, Roman Reigns won. And that was it. That was it. And overall, the show was fine. And to be honest, like I said, they shouldn't have had that as the main event. Because unless you were completely lying to yourself and somehow just or out of your mind, you knew LA Knight wasn't going to win, so I don't understand the point. The match wasn't even worth it. You could have turned it off when that match started or even before, after the end of the Cody match, and not miss a thing. Oh, LA Knight lost? Okay, kind of figured. You knew he wasn't winning. This is why I'm not really upset about it, because I think Cody should be the one to take the title from him. But, it just... have him win clean for once. You don't need to have every screwy finish on the board every single time. Interference. Put the leg on the rope. You don't need to have... Look, this is why I can't get behind, Roman is one of the greatest of all time. Bullshit! When you need to have someone help you win every single goddamn fucking time, you are shit. Roman is the worst wrestler in the world because he needs help. Help to win every single match. When you have to get helped every single match, your ass is being carried by people. And that means nothing to your abilities. Sure, he can go through the ring and hit finishing moves. But what is it all worth if he can't win clean? If every time someone has to interfere and help him win. Stop calling him one of the greatest of all time, because he's not. He's probably one of the worst wrestlers of all time because he needs people to hold his hand and do the job for him rather than do it himself. But I digress. I gotta go. So what are your thoughts on Crown Jewel 2023? In the comments below, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.